All the best. Well, these boys really annoyed me, so after about 5 minutes ago, I'll go and see who you are.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. We are back live at Lion City Cup 2024 right here at Tanglin Club Bowling Green, and we will be featuring the ladies pairs finals between Malaysia and Philippines. This is Edmund from both Singapore. Brad is currently at Kallang Lombos Green right now supporting his the Kiwi bowlers, right? So I'll be all alone today. Maybe sometime through the day I'll grab some passerbys and supporters, spectators to give a bit of guest commentary. Yeah, but I will try to do my best. What you'll get from me is some sort of a local flavor in terms of my accent, Singapore, Singlish, whatever you call it. So bear with me, you may not understand me 100%, but so be it, right? I can't change overnight. Okay, so let's just give everybody an update of the results of the semi-finals. Actually, all the finals are already decided. We have 4 finals that's ongoing right now. In fact, 3, and one of it will start after some delays. Will start at 3 p.m. Right, 3 p.m. Singapore time. So let's start with the men's category first. In the semi-finals, Philippines versus ELBC. Philippines Elmer and James versus ELBC pair of Thomas and Chiu Pokman. Very tight. I think from what I observed, Philippines was holding a big lead. ELBC tried to fight back. ELBC has been on red hot form, right? Winning all their matches, winning 3 of their group stage match, and having a draw to top the group. And Philippines equally strong. They have been very consistent, and Philippines won the game 13-12 and are now into the finals. The match will be played in Kallang. On the other rink, why Brad is not Brad has gone to Kallang, but not because of this, right? New Zealand played against Hong Kong, and Hong Kong pair of Jason and Lyndon beat New Zealand's Sheldon and Keanu 14-10. So in the men's finals, it's going to be Philippines against Hong Kong. Right, that will not be live streamed, but we will be featuring our ladies here at Kallang. So we are just getting started. As you can hear, the bell is ringing. Okay, next up in the semi-finals for the ladies, Malaysia's Nur Zamziza and Nur Farah beat the Singapore pair of Serena and May 18-11 to progress to the finals. That's why they are here now. In fact, Serena, the losing semi-finalist, is helping with the marking. One of her main responsibilities is to get the finalists not to block the camera. Funnily enough, of course, she'll be using the lollipops score, or you call it score indicators, to give everyone an indication of what the situation is. So it will be interesting. We also have Lai Chin sitting by the scoreboard to help update the scoreboard for the boys section. Right, Serena will help update the scoreboard for the ladies finals. Over at the other semi-finals that was played a few hours ago, India's Naya Muni and Gita lost to the current finalists from Philippines, Aini Knight and Angelica. So the score was 14-7, and great comeback by these finalists, right? Because I think in the group stages, the Malaysians sort of underperformed slightly. Did not top the group as expected, but still managed to progress because the top 4 progressed, so they progressed through the skin of their teeth. And same can be said for the Filipinos. So they also qualified 4th in their group. They had a crunch match against SCC in the final game of the group stages, which they comfortably beat the SCC team. And as a result, they are here. In the knockout stages, went from strength to strength. Maybe they are just reserving all their powerful shots or their magic for in the semi-finals. And here we are, the ranked 7th and 8th in the group stages are here in the finals. Right. Also played on Tanglin Club is the boys under 25 finals, where it is an all red event over at ring is that? I can't. 3, 4, 5. Ring 5, right? So 4 rings, 3 rings away from ring 2, where we are featuring now, and it is a match between Singapore A, Hariman Yuan and Isaac Yu, against Hong Kong, Clinton Ip and Nixon Man. Right? In the semi-finals, the Hong Kongers actually beat the red hot favorites Malaysians 12-9. So that was live stream with Brad and Bob providing the commentary. And in the other semi-finals, Singapore A, Hariman and Isaac beat the Singapore B team of Jonathan and Zatias 17-9 progress. So it will be interesting, and I'll be keeping a keen lookout for the results. Right? So these 2 boys from Singapore has really come from strength to strength in the recent years. The current national men's pairs champion here in Singapore, and they will be hard to beat. Hopefully, from my perspective as the VP of high performance, and I hope that they can stage an upset against the current favourite Hong Kong team. They've played really well, the Hong Kong team. Okay, back to the featured ring. Ziza playing a short bow. Okay, it's still pretty open, and Aini will look to try to headshot. She's a bit heavy and possibly covering the back, but such an open head. So Serena is the marker standing there. How she would have hoped that she's in the playing position as well, but it was not meant to be. I have to say that during the semi-finals, during the quarter-finals, May played a almost perfect game against the Japanese, and Serena was riding on May's wave, right? And but in the semi-finals, it was the other way around. Serena played really well. May was struggling with a bit of her weight control, and as a result, it was a rather comfortable win by the Malaysians. So I need switching hands, probably giving up on that hand, and now could have drawn the shots. 2 down. Very, very open draw for the Malaysian skip. I was the ringside coach for the semi-finals for Singapore against Malaysia, and the Malaysian skip was near perfect. It's interesting, but it will sit on Aine's bow, but did not push it far enough. So she may still have cut down the bow, because just replacing Aine's short bow there. Go for major. So what you're looking at right now is the current indoor World Bowls champion doing the measuring. 1 it is, 2. So 2 for Philippines, a good start for Philippines. They needed this. They need a good start against the power pack Malaysian pair. Right, moving on. We have the girls pairs, under 25 ladies pairs, and due to some delay, the semi-finals started around 12 p.m. just now, and it has ended. And what drama it was there. Basically, both the semi-finals were settled by 1 shot difference, and in fact, one of the semi-finals ended up as a draw, and an extra end had to be played. So it was it is essentially the first match in the Lion City Cup that 15 ends was played. Yeah. Earlier in the under 25 group stages, is funnily enough one of the teams was not too aware and played their 15 end, and I walked by, saw the scoreboard, and I told them to stop playing because they didn't need to. So probably probably they thought that the Singapore weather is not hot enough for them, so they want more exercise. So in the men's the boys under 25, Malaysia beat Singapore A team 14-13. Only on the last end, Malaysia was up by 2 points, and Sarah and Calvina could only get 1 point out from the last end, and that is not sufficient for them to make it to finals. Therefore, Malaysia pair of Nurul and Ain are now in the finals. That is scheduled to play at 3 p.m. And the reason why Brett is not around here is simply because of this. New Zealand's Blair and Olivia winning the extra end to progress to the final, 13-12 against India's Karina and Sai Star. Right, so must be bag of nerves over at Kallang. I have to say, very, very difficult conditions, and also affected by rescheduling. So kudos to the girls semi-finals. We will keep you guys updated of the score as soon as they start trickling in. In any case, you can also visit the Bowl Singapore website. Under events, you'll find the Lion City Cup 2024 website, a site link to the website, of which we have further links to the schedules, live scores, of which we have our volunteers and both Singapore staff right there, eagerly updating the live score to keep everybody up to speed on what's happening here in Singapore. Thank you all for tuning in so far. Our president was at home. I don't know why he was at home, but he was at home earlier this morning. Watched the progress through the live stream, and we saw that. And also kudos to the crew here at Tanglin Club. We do have many many viewers, things, numbers that we have not seen so far in all of both Singapore's national events. So thank you all for your support. Thank you all to all the other national associations for sharing the video. World Bowl Series for endorsing this event in order for us to get the level of publicity, and of course, last but not least, we cannot do this without our sponsors and our supporters: Sports Singapore, Tote Board, venue sponsor TANGLIN Club, official sponsors Poca, that provided us boxes and boxes of isotonic drinks and coffee. Their signature drinks that really help us show our visitors some great class. Good bowl there. Good bowl by the Malaysian ski. She's and Desert Empire, VDL, Lexington Electronics, and a couple more sponsors and supporters. We do have some donations that came in as well, knowing that Lion City Cup is going to be on. So thank you for all for making this event a success so far. We do have the second discipline coming up starting from tomorrow. Aini just letting her bow swim past. She has to go a bit aggressive. I'll look at the marker to have any indication on whether there's a change of heads. So the marker will show the scores after 4 bowls has been delivered, and subsequently every time there's a change in the situation, as in maybe somebody added a shot from 2 to 3, or the head turn, there's a conversion. She will show the current situation. Right now is 2 red, and red belongs to Malaysia, so Malaysia is 2 up. Aini is coming to take a look. And I think she wasn't that far off just now. Probably needs to take a step to the left, play exactly the same weight, a small step to the left and play exactly the same weight. She could sit on the toucher, throw the jack back where there is a bowl waiting. She's gone wide again and swing past. So 2 up for the Malaysians, and there is no doubt whatsoever that they are likely to add in the third. So concentrating and delivering. Looks a bit on the wide side, and just probably a meter short. So 2 for the Malaysians, and we are at 2 ends. Malaysia 2, Philippines 2. Good competitive start to the match. So showing some emotions there, the Malaysian skip. Really shows how much it meant to these girls. So on the other ring, the boys finals, Hong Kong is 3-0 up after 2 ends against Hariman and Isaac, and holding 2 as well on the head. So in control. Isaac just playing his last ball, and that might be the shots. So a very, very good hit there at the boys finals. Over at Kallang, I'm flying a bit blind here. There's no scores update so far between Elmer James versus Jason and Lyndon. Yesterday I watched, I think it was yesterday, I watched Jason and Lyndon play, right? I don't think in a single match I've seen so many touches. It's amazing. They truly deserve to be in the finals. Consistent bowling from Ain, not Farah. And Angelica, the current Asian under 25 champion, ladies champion. Just whizzing past, great weight, and a strong second. Gives Aini something to work with. Options and opportunities. Up, and it is up. So 2. And Angelica has a mountain to climb. She doesn't need to change much. Need to ensure that she reach, even if it disturbs the 2 short bowls. The 2 holding shots would have been a good result. So the swing is happening, and that is why she is the current under 25 ladies singles champion. Against all odds as well. I was there at Pattaya during the Asian Long Bowl Championship. Nobody actually thought that she was a contender. All the way, she struggled slightly in the group stages. Managed to win a crucial match against actually a Singaporean, and got the progress to the knockout stages, and she beat the favourites one by one. Finally ended up as a champion. So life-changing experience there for Angelica over at Pattaya. No Zanziza, just around, drawing around the shot where I'm looking at. And Aini, well-seasoned bowler, adding a shot. Malaysia will look to make that minor adjustment to at least cut it down to 1. Good looking ball here, tracking. Stopped by the front ball. Gets a bit of a wick. And now whole shot. So how many times have we changed the shot? How many times have the short ball changed hands? This hand alone. So Aini Looks to be bending. Bending. Just needs a bit of a tap. Oh. Wrong side of the... Simply wrong side of the ball. And he still has one. But because of where Malaysia's bowls have... Malaysia's short wood has moved to, has become increasingly difficult. So objective is simple. It looks like Novara is advising her skip to chill the jack slightly for opportunity of three shots. She's lost her weight. And Aini looking to change hands now, just because of where she has previously moved the Malaysian bowls. Makes it extremely difficult unless it's a perfect draw. She likes her chances. Did not bend enough for her. And Malaysia now in the lead. A narrow lead of 3-2. Over at the boys singles, under 25 singles, I'm happy to see that Singapore team has scored 1 point in that very difficult end. It looks like Isaac's shot did stay till the end, and it is 3-1 now. Prize money up for grabs, as well as medals, ranking points, everything to play for. The foreign teams will be eager to win the prize money to go and help the Singapore economy a bit. I do hope they spend the entire prize money here in Singapore. Good first ball, one match behind the Jacks. Angelica, delivery stance very similar to Aini. They are relatives, right? So family influence, I must say. Novara adjusting half a mat distance. You want it, they will do it. They will do it for you. Angelica looking to match current world champion. Oh, unlucky. Did not manage to sit straight on Novara's bowls. And just trickle pass. A bit on the weighted side. The third bowl. The red and blue sticker used by Philippines actually looks good in the combination of their bowls. Unlucky for Angelica again, but all three of her bowls are in a rather decent position. Only one down. Aini likes to take the jack. I've seen her try to do it many times succeeding, I must say. And they're just, the Filipino pair just getting better and better on Tanglin Club, right? After the match, semi-finals, she told me that Tanglin Club green, easily her favorite green. She struggled at Kallang during the first day of the competition and happy that the finals will be played here at Kallang. It will not be the case for the sets, but at least she will have silverware secure. Samsisa, no Samsisa, just playing a short ball, it's like at least 3 meters short. Aini with almost the exact same delivery as Angelica. Just going wide, but decent number of second balls now from the Filipino team. Just wondering if she will try to go aggressive on her second bowl for Aini. Neutral skip, trying to put in a second bowl so that trying to prevent Aini from playing anything too aggressive. The opportunity is still there. Would Aini change the way that she plays? Sweaty palms, a bit of nerves, maybe. On the background you can see Mr. Roger Kimpton there looking at our boys. Currently 4-1 down, our boys. And she's done it. Aini looks possibly 3 out after sitting out 2 face the marker. So the marker is wearing the official Lion City Cup, Lion City 2024, Lion City Cup 2024 t-shirt. It's in great demand, right? We have competitors, spectators coming to us asking whether they can buy more. Well, it's limited edition, folks, and first come first serve. So if you want to purchase a Lion City Cup shirt, please go to Serena if you see her around, either at Kallang Green or Tanglin Longbows Green. She is a player, losing semi-finalist here, secured a bronze medal for Singapore. So we are rather happy about it, despite losing to the well-deserved finalists in Malaysia. Look for her. Each t-shirt is $25, barely covering our costs, but it's all for good publicity and good cause. Supreme work control. So should Aini do it all over again? Play something aggressive, try to chill the jack over to that side where Angelica's bowls are. As you can see, Serena doing her job. Off. Gently nudging Angelica out of the camera's view. It's easy to get distracted, right? and forget about the point where the current match is broadcast live on Facebook worldwide through the Bowl Singapore website as well as the World Bowl Series Facebook. Bowl Singapore Facebook as well as the World Bowl Series Facebook. Okay.
Yeah, worth a few.
Great bowl there from Aini, but it was not to be with the consistent drawing from the Malaysian skip. What a player she is. She's shown her class throughout the tournament so far. The sets version, she will definitely be one of the favorites. Looks a rather short end here. Just wondering if we are past the minimum. There's no objections from the Philippines team, so we are on. There we go. Camera angle adjusted. Angelica, good weight, just went wide. Over at the under 25 boys finals, Hong Kong leading Singapore 4 shots to 1. Aini likes this. Great bowling. It's a bit of a wing bowl though, and a very good position. Bowls from Nofara. And she's trying to go a bit aggressive, no? Not reaching at the end for the type of line that she's giving. Intense concentration on the face of Angelica. Looking to replicate her second bowl. And it looks a good track and a good position. The Malaysian team will look to go slightly aggressive, throw the jack over to the back, and that's where Angelica could be waiting. We are at 4-2, Malaysia leads after 4 ends. Angelica just walking towards the shade to hide from the sun. A typical warm afternoon here in Singapore. Top humidity, top sunshine, and top bowls. Just keep falling short. A bit turning into quite a team on her first bowl, but her adjustment has been top notch. Aini looking to sit on the back bowl and just missed. Just missed. Good position as well. Malaysian skip. Adjusting, falling slightly narrow, and a decent weight. Aini is asking whether we need any cover. They need any cover at the back. So you are hearing some claps from the Singapore spectators. It's not every day we are in the international finals, so it's easy to get a bit carried away. But here we are. Here we are. A lengthy discussion going on. There's no time limit in the finals. So 14 ends will be played. Time wasting still not permitted. And a good back bowl there. Probably covering the tee. If the Malaysian skip chooses to play a drive, they must be considering to drive and hit away Angelica's bowl. Could go a bit wider, take the jack. The end may be burned depending on where the bowl ends up. At least Philippines will not lose more than one. Goes a weighted shot. No change. No change. Aini looking to play the backhand, although her first ball was rather decent, right? Still have a mat length between the Malaysian bowl and the jack, but she's opted for the backhand. Looks a perfect weight. It's a perfect weight, and she's done it. So never doubt Aini. Sorry Aini, I shouldn't have doubted you. So 4-all after 5 ends. We are back to square one. Great high quality bowls that's been played so far. Super weight control. Aini, I think probably a multiple SEA Games medalist, Asian Bowls medalist. Well established player. I do remember when I first started playing the under 25 competitions in Asia Bowls. She was a fellow under 25 player, and that was many years ago. And I think we are just now a pair of aunties and uncles. The next generation is coming up, the likes of Angelica. Looking at the under 25 sections, we have so many youngsters playing, so many of them showing great quality. Jason, currently playing in the men's finals, did play in Pattaya as an under 25 player. I'm not very sure whether he's past the under 25 age. It's unlikely. He still has a rather baby face. Kelvina just messaged me and eagerly asked me if she can join me. So I do not reject this sort of invitation.
Good truck, Anji.
My voice is as dull as it can be. So you will hear a very bright voice joining us very shortly
Ibe, hati.
after she's chewed up all her lunch. Yes, Calvina, I would love to have you to join me. I'm not, I don't usually talk so much, right? I don't. Aside, if something triggered me with some of my grandfather's stories.
Hati, Ji.
Hey, I need. Careful there. You're on live stream, so be careful of your attire. Don't expose too much.
Run, Ji.
Alright,
Run, Anji.
we have Calvina joining us. Just had her lunch. Just completed a very, very difficult match, right?
Yes, it was.
Against Malaysia
Yes, it
in
was
the
a very
girls
close game.
under 25 semi-finals. We were keeping track here at Tanglin through the live scores. I made sure that Hanafi was there updating the scores. If the score stopped moving, I would just drop him a message and say, what happened? Right?
It was a really close game. So if you see the score being paused, it was probably because we were deciding on what shot to play.
I see.
Yeah.
So in the end, you fell short by one shot?
Yes, we did. It was a
14-13.
measure for the second shot in the end. So that was a very close shot.
So do you call the umpire?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was not to be. But a good fight there against powerhouse Malaysia, right?
Definitely.
So, as in overall scheme of things, Eddie is here looking at the finals, their national coach. From Singapore's perspective, we know where we stand, right? We know where we stand, and we know that we have so much to learn from our neighboring
Indeed,
country.
we do. Yeah, we do.
Across all components of the sport, right?
Yes.
Not only anything technical on the green, how they run their engagement programs, how they manage to find sponsors, how they
develop the next generation of bowlers actually.
exactly. And how they really run tournaments in a supremely efficient way.
Exactly. We have so much to learn from them, and I'm excited to see how that goes.
Yeah, exactly. And if you just a bit of free advertisement for Malaysians, right? So Eddie, if you look back at this, I know that you're not looking at it on a live basis, but just giving you guys some free advertisement, just like you guys are giving us free advertisement by sharing our video, right? Yeah, if you ever seen the Malaysian long bowls calendar, you'll be massively shocked. It's like back to back and back to back, and every competition that they run is well participated, very competitive.
Definitely.
You see tons of kids playing, like
Yeah.
7 years old, 8 years old, playing and matching against
A
the
20,
adults,
23-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I have a son who is 7, turning 8. It's fair to say that he's some way behind, but he's already sort of the youngest bowler here in Singapore.
Indeed. And a step is a step,
Yeah.
A step towards, developing the
So-
next generation of bowlers. I think it's, yeah.
So we gotta start them young. I mean, that's the plan. Every Saturday we run the academy at Kallang, 9 to 12. We have a good range of youngsters. Of course, the youngest is my son. Still trying to get him his head. Yeah, trying to learn to get his head in the right place. Concentrate. Not complain about the heat. But oldest is like up to 20 plus. So a good range there, and they all form some sort of bond and friendship. Hopefully, and that's really other than the game, keeping them to come back, right? So many of them are playing in this edition of Lions City. And we are excited to see what the future holds, because somebody said to me that, well, now they have played for 1 year and 2 years, right? By the time the Commonwealth Games come in maybe 2028 or some thereabouts,
Yeah, we
You'll-
do hope to send a team.
correct, and it could well be a whole team of youngsters. And when people ask them how long have you played the game, it's like, oh, I've played for 7 years. I played for 6 years, 7 years, and that these 6 and 7 years, it's the accumulation of experience,
Definitely.
game, match, play, everything, right?
Yeah, and
So-
all the experience, it definitely helps, especially when you want to call the heads
Yes,
or
exactly.
deciding or even trying to deliver under pressure.
And the communication between your teammates, right?
Exactly.
So every time when you have a new bowler, when it comes to communication, it always seems a bit awkward.
Yeah.
From the start, right?
Exactly.
And then
So it has to be
eventually-
developed,
yeah,
and
it has to be
that's so
developed.
important that we start right now.
And you start to understand a bit of your teammates, what
Yeah.
their strengths slowly.
Yes. Or
So-
what they're more confident in, and then you can call better shots that kind of highlight what they are better at. Yeah.
So Philippines now gone to a lead. I got totally distracted by this chat about youngsters. It gets me all excited. When it comes to youngsters, there are so much, and so I was just talking to Eddie before this match. We spoke about so many things, right? We spoke about youth development. We spoke about how they engage the parents, how they engage the students to join, what are the values and what are the things that on top of the technical side of things we teach.
Indeed, there's so much to learn from sports, resilience, the patience and all that. So I think it's so important,
Exactly.
and it's very nice to start developing our next generation of bowlers. Well, on this green right now, we have a longer end, and Philippines just drew a really nice first shot.
You know Angelica for a long time, right?
Yes, I do. For my first competition, the Asia Lawn Bowls Championship.
And you beat her. Did you beat her?
No, we
Sarah
didn't.
beat her.
Yeah, yes.
I do remember that Sarah beat Angelica that time 21-3. And look at where Angelica is now.
I think that's the beauty of it, because everyone is constantly improving in the span of, in
Exactly.
a very short span of maybe 2 to 3 years. You can see, how every bowler has developed, and I think that's the beauty of, international tournaments, where you can see your international friends, competitors, improving and improving. Yeah.
So
It's just
shout out to
beautiful.
my friend Leo from Philippines. We met in the first under 25 Asia Long Bowls Championship. I do remember losing to him 21-3. Thanks for that, Leo. I'll never forget in my life. It was sort of my first match, and he's already given me a lesson. Subsequently, he's gone on to win some SEA Games gold medal, many Asian Long Bowls championship medals, of multiple colors, right? And right now, Aini said that he's also involved in coaching the youngsters.
Yeah, and the youngsters, Angelica, James, Andrea,
Yeah.
they're all, still competing at a very high international level, and it's very exciting to see how they grow from
Yeah.
year to year.
Yep. James is in the finals.
Yes, he is.
Kallang right now. So
That'll be really exciting to watch too.
Yeah.
They're also competing against Hong Kong.
yes, correct. Hong Kong men's pairs
Yes,
power pack.
exactly.
Very very good. I mean, just ridiculously good.
Yes, and I remember Jason. He
Yeah.
was also competing in the past two Asia Long Bowls
Yes.
Championship, the under 25 category. and
Is he
did
still under
really well.
25?
Yes, he is.
That bugger. He has so many years of good bowls to go.
Yeah, amazing.
Oh, great bowl there by the Malaysian skate. Give me
Yeah.
some Philippines something to think about. However, Angelica has the second, a good second bowl, just waiting in the wings. So now that Calvina has joined me, I must admit that I've tried to speak better English, because her English is very the powerful. So yeah, I'll just try to mind my language a bit. It's a good thing that she understands what I'm talking about.
Of course, I would understand.
Just wait till we converse in Chinese. It'll be rather funny.
Oh, as a matter of fact, Sarah and myself, we were speaking Chinese on the green just now. It was very fun, very interesting. Yeah.
So in Singapore, for the Chinese, of course, we call it the mother tongue. That the mother tongue means the language spoken by our mothers is Chinese is Mandarin for the Chinese ethnic. And however, our official language is English. Having said that,
Ooh, what a close
great
ball
ball,
from
great ball.
Malaysia. Yeah,
And
good ball.
is that a measure? Nope.
No, it's
Nag-iisa lang yung bola natin, oh.
probably a measure second.
Dito pa rin. Gaano nga kalapit yung shot ball,
I think one other thing that makes this a little difficult is that the balls are in blue for both teams,
Yeah.
so it's a little hard for the skip to be seeing
Yeah.
which balls are theirs, especially from such a distance.
Angelica's bowls are a bit darker
Yes.
in shade.
We'll
So
see what-
you find that there's a lot of red and blue bowls going around the market recently, right?
Yeah.
Or being played. That's because of the World Bowls that was played in Gold Coast recently, where I think there's a mandate that all the teams must have a set of blue and a set of red bowls. So tons of purchases were made, right? And a lot of them subsequently sold to the players, and that's why it seems to be the favorite color around the world right now. So Malaysia looks to even out the scores, or even
Looks
better.
like they're trying to sit Angelica's bowl out to get a 3.
She's narrow.
Yeah, and does not reach the head. I think especially when you're under stress and you don't want to disturb the head,
Yeah.
you might have...
Better safe than sorry. Now
Yes.
that they're holding one.
Exactly. Their last 2 bowls for both skips. Last bowl each.
I knew is looking to play her favorite shot.
What is Aine's favorite shot? Could you enlighten me?
If miss would land in the ditch. Type of
Okay,
shot.
okay. This is going to be really exciting, so let's keep our eyes peeled.
Yeah. She's How are the boys doing?
Yeah, meanwhile on the other rink, let's see.
Oh, they have leveled up the scores. 5-all.
Wow.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yes.
Sorry, we are not commentating on that game, so I'm allowed to be 100% biased.
Yes, and in the group stages, when they played, our Singapore boys actually won the Hong Kong boys just by a very narrow margin.
Okay.
So it's really going to be a nail-biting experience or a match to be spectating. Ooh, let's look. Oh, she misses.
You see? And where did it end up? In the ditch.
You're absolutely right,
So
Edmund.
yeah, I not only know Aine's favorite shot, I also understand exactly what she's talking about in the foreign language. No, I'm joking.
Well, I would love to learn Tagalog.
I don't even have any idea what it's called.
I think to count, if I'm not wrong, it is
Okay.
isa, dalawa, and tatlo. That's 1, 2, 3 in Tagalog.
Well done. A good command of English by a good command of language by Calvina, except for Chinese.
Ooh!
Just
They drew
Two.
second shot, so 2 to Malaysia.
Angelica is not convinced.
I think she might go for a measure.
Measure lah.
My coaches always tell me, if in
To-
doubt, always measure. So yeah, but I guess this was a clear cut too.
It looks clear cut. So
Okay, it's 6-5 to Malaysia. It's still pretty early in the game, so as long as the teams don't give multiples, I think it'll be a very close game.
very, very precise drawing as we look at the replay. How are our little boys doing? Just gave a 2, losing 5-7 to Hong Kong.
But on this end, it
After
looks
8
like
ends.
Isaac's 2 bowls are actually holding. Or around there, we'll see.
Not close enough. Not close enough. Hong Kong team. Just got better and better. I watched a match where this Hong Kong pair lost, right? They lost to, I can't remember, India or I can't remember which team, but the score was a big score, but I saw them just kept missing by inches and missing by inches. The ball dropping the wrong way. Successful drives, but the jack went the wrong direction. So it was.
Yeah, it happens. It's when it's your day, it's your day. Ooh, beautiful. Ooh. I think Angelica's bowl is still the second shot because it did not fall down.
Yep.
But if it fell, it would probably be the shot.
Needs a bit of wind.
Yeah.
It can get fairly windy here at Tanglin Club because we're on the roof, 4th floor.
And you get a very scenic view of the city too.
Exactly.
What a location to be bowling at.
Yes. And there's another scenic location, bowling green here in Singapore, and that's at Singapore Cricket Club.
Yes, that's my home club.
Yes, and my home club as well.
Yes.
We
It's
have
right in the middle of the city.
yes,
the
right
Padang.
beside Padang,
Yes.
right beside the Padang field.
Angelica just bumped her ball up. One up should
One
be. Yes.
One blue. This is going all the way, man, to 14th end. And right now it's near our nation's
National Day.
So the green is being used.
For the National Day parade, yes.
And we will be losing the green for a few months. And after the National Day parade, it will get reconstructed.
Yes. On the boys' side, Harriman just drew a really nice ball. So it looks like the Singapore boys are holding one shot. Okay, let's see how Angelica does. Oh, it's a little narrow.
Oof.
Almost promoted the Malaysian ball, but it misses. I like the weight control though. It is around the jack.
The Malaysian skip has a magical rope that she pulls to get the ball closer to the jack. I like to do that too on the green actually. Yeah. That invisible rope trick.
Okay, let's see how the Malaysian skip does. If I'm not wrong, I played her for my first ever international tournament too.
Oh really?
Yes, it was one of my very good close games.
And that's at Ipoh.
Yes, that was. And look where they are at right now. The beauty of developing in both. Okay, does the skip promote her own bowl? Oh, she did not.
So the confidence that Coach Eddie gives to these youngsters, amazing, right? I'm happy that they have decided to send Nofara, the current World Indoor Bowls champion, who is right now, you see her background, her back view, here to Singapore. And it's the same, that confidence given to her by the Malaysian Lawn Bowls Association to send these youngsters to major competitions. Skipping, look at her, currently skipping the world champion and playing really impressively, making all the difference every time when she's down. And that's the world's well-known commentator curse.
Okay, this skip just went very, very short. I'm not sure what was going through her mind. Probably an indecisiveness on what distance to play or what shot to play. Okay, let's see how Aini does.
Aini looks interested.
Yes, and it looks like it's turning. And just misses by just
does
a
it
bit.
fall?
Does it fall? Perhaps a gust of wind would make it fall.
Serena will be checking it out. And there's no change in the pedals. The Philippines team really giving the Malaysian team a game. And I can see Coach Eddie there sitting at the bench, a bit fidgety. It's going to be down to the wire. 7-all at the men's, at the under 25. Alright, so the men finals at Kallang, just a bit of update. The game is paused due to the James having a bit of a cramp. So he's having a bit of treatment right now.
How's the score there, though? How are they playing against Hong Kong? Let me check. And it looks like they are 11-3 up to Philippines at 8 ends. Back to this game that we're watching. Aini just misses by a bit because she went a little narrow and a little short. Personally, my coaches tell me, when you're up, when you're reaching the jack, anything can happen. So that's really nice, and it's something that I chant to myself, especially when we're down and when I'm not reaching the jack. It's a 6-all Malaysia Philippines. Meanwhile, at the boys' rink, we have Harriman on the mat. There are 7-all at 9 ends right now. You can see Angelica bowling. This distance is a long-ish distance, and it's so important for the lead to reach the jack on the first ball. This would definitely take off the pressure for the skip. The Malaysian lead just passes Angelica's ball to be the first shot. So it's the distance in bowls is usually measured in meters or mats. That's how we do it in Singapore. So Angelica's first ball is about a mat short of the jack. Beautiful correction. And she makes the first shot. A confident second ball from the Malaysian lead, but fails to reach the jack. So it is still not counting.
So update from Kallang, the match has resumed. I do remember, even at a young age, cramping at Kallang, right? Because of the heat and everything, the amount of salt that you lose. Without isotonic drinks, which previously was not one of my favorite drinks, and I do remember all of my 10 toes cramping up. It's really a strange feeling. So all competitors are reminded to have tons and tons to drink. You'll find that you can spend the whole day at Kallang without the need to really have an urge to go to the toilet. So that's dangerous stuff there.
Wow,
Oh,
Angelica just
Angelica,
bowled a resting toucher.
champion.
Beautiful.
The youth champion showing her worth.
Looks like Philippines is holding 2 shots. I think the Malaysians are discussing on what shot to play, because the head is pretty compact, which means it's a pretty close game where both leads and both skips can actually, pack the head, or they have more room to do more shots. For example, an attacking shot like a drive or a weighted, because all the balls are there, so anything can happen. Aine's first ball just a little short. Malaysians going a little heavy. Trying to smash into the head, but misses. So right now, Philippines, Angelica is telling Aini to bowl 3 meters heavier so that she can cover the tee, which is important in case the jack flies when the Malaysian team drives at the head. Aini manages to increase, but doesn't reach the tee.
At the men's finals, the Filipino team is leading 11-3 against Hong Kong after 8 ends. So it's 8 shots. Too big a mountain to climb for the Hong Kong team. 6 ends to go. And for the girls under 25 finals, the match has started. Malaysia has gotten into a 2-0 lead after 2 ends against New Zealand, Blair and Olivia.
That was a very close game because I was playing next to them and they played 14 ends and they drew. So they had to play a tie-break end. And
Which
it
New
ended
Zealand
up
won.
with New Zealand winning.
Was it the last bowl or something like that?
I'm not too sure about that. I was too focused on my game.
Very, 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 very high quality hit here.
Indeed. Okay, so right now Aini is trying to decide what shot to play because this is her last ball.
Yep. An option would be to play a bit aggressively onto Angelica's bowls so that you sort of foxy the Malaysia's bowls out of the way to get potentially 4. So entirely possible and well within the abilities of Aini. She's gone a bit wide.
Gone a little wide. Misses.
Yep. I would think that the forehand may be a more high probable. But that's just my opinion. That's why I'm not on the green.
Malaysia's deciding on what shot to play. Looks like a very crucial, important shot.
Yeah, well, they could play the backhand over straight through to the gap. Actually, even forehand also not also possible. Going the forehand has the advantage of promoting their own bowl. If they miss, they will go through the gap, throw the jack, and Malaysian back bowl waiting there. No Zamziza.
Oh, she
For
just
the
went a
massively
little
short.
short.
What
I
a
think this is what
letdown.
happens when you're stressed, and
Yeah.
especially when you have a pressure bowl.
Or she just came from the head. We have
The rhythm is
Yeah.
broken, and yeah. So Philippines takes one shot.
one shot and are now in the lead. So
So
7-6, very,
We're
very
in our
tight.
10th end. We're playing our 10th end right now. And it is a crucial last 5 ends. It would decide, if you keep it close, compact, the game can be anybody's game. But if each team or either team starts giving in multiples, then there's definitely the stress on the other team, on that team, to catch up because there are only 14 ends. One thing about the knockouts is that there's no time limit. So some teams in the group stages don't make it past the 13th end just because, it takes a little time to decide on what shots to play and the rhythm of the game, basically. But in this case, there's no time limit.
But it could still end after 13 ends.
Yeah.
Because if you are not catchable, the game do not have to be carried on. So we
Exactly.
have seen a few quarterfinals and semi-finals ending after 12 ends or 13 ends.
Yes. That's why it's so important to, keep a close score.
Yeah, keep it tight.
And definitely pressurize the opponent. Yeah. Angelica goes a little narrower and it swings across the middle line.
So the first time in the match, our boys from Singapore are leading Hong Kong
That's amazing.
8-7. So
Sama baik.
Quinton just using his tower to gauge a bit of the wind.
Kaya tambah.
Again, a very windy day. Cloudy and windy. But they are Hong Kong is 2 shots up on the head with 4 more balls to go. Angelica, narrow.
She changes hands. So previously she was playing the forehand, now she's playing the backhand. Probably some strategic decision.
Well,
because
it's a bit
usually
of
no one
pressure
plays.
on
Yeah.
Aini if the Malaysians were to add shot. Good weight control. And
It's 2 shots to Malaysia.
2 shots indicated. Perfect shot, yeah.
I wouldn't say that this head is pretty compact. So there is still space to draw in on both hands. What do you think?
Yeah. My a bit of my style of play is I'll always go for the side where the balls are. Aini opted to play the other hand instead. Because,
She opts for a forehand
yeah,
now.
I tend to be a rather heavy-handed bowler, so sometimes these balls help stop my balls. Aini.
She ends up short. But that was a beautiful line.
A meter?
Yeah.
Or more? 1.5 meters. Taking a deep breath.
Nur Zamziza is going to. She's going to bowl a backhand. Look at the confidence. She went a little narrow, so it's swinging early.
A bit stray on some of her balls, but her strength has always been with her adjustment. Same can be said for our co-commentator here, Kelvina.
Yeah. Yes.
Good at adjustments. Alright.
Aini's weight increment was a little too much, so she misses that sweet spot.
That's 2 balls already delivered. Aini has 1 ball left, and the lead may change yet again. Malaysia team will look to capitalize. Nofara encouraging her teammate. And this time round, she plays the backhand, and it looks rather
It looks like
good.
it's curling well,
Rather good. Just
but it's a little pacey.
Yeah,
Just misses.
gone past the head.
So now Philippines is 2 down.
Aini is coming up.
Aini's coming up, yeah.
I take the opportunity to look at the other end. The other rings, the boys singles,
Boys pairs.
boys pairs, sorry. Quinton and Nixon has gone into lead 10-8.
I'd still say that it's a pretty close game and anything is possible. As long as you keep a tight game, it's pressure on both sides. Azai just delivered his first ball. Toucher. Probably a boost of confidence. Meanwhile, back on this rink, Aini's walking back to her mat. Having seen the head, the situation at the head, she knows she's better equipped and more confident to play whatever shots that she hopes to play. And misses the jack by just a little bit.
And the lead will change. And the lead will change.
Yes.
Just deciding which hand to play. Now Farah looking at Coach Eddie for a bit of advice. Balls delivered. Stay in the count.
Could be a possible measure.
Two.
Two.
Two it is.
Two it is.
So Isaac just drawing one in, very crucial for them to try to close up the lead, close up the gap. Toilet break for the ladies.
So we could go and watch what's happening on the boys game. For the boys game.
So with the help of a marker, now the skips can go for their breaks.
No, break
and
would
before
help
the
to
game
reset.
stop. Yeah.
Yeah. And toilet breaks are meant to allow a person to reset. Calm themselves down before playing another game, because I would say that bowls is a
Yeah.
mental sport.
Or maybe there's too much good food and drinks at Tanglin Club. Shot from
It's,
Farah.
Angelica's
Angelica.
bowl is also short. I think this is what happens when you don't have a skip
Yeah.
around to tell you,
Serena's first words. 1 meter.
Wow, that was beautiful
And
adjustment.
yeah. Look at Serena being an effective skip.
Okay, I think the Malaysian skip is back. The Philippine skip is back too. It's time for them to get cracking.
Good weight.
Wow, nice
weight.
one. Meanwhile, for the boys, they are Hong Kong is in the lead, 10-8 versus Singapore, and for the girls, it is Malaysia versus New Zealand. Malaysia's 2 up on the second end. As for the men's, Philippines is 11-3 up against Hong Kong at 8 ends. I think one thing bowls teaches us is effective communication, especially with, a distance of 38 meters separating two people. It is important to get your information across in a concise and clear
Yes.
manner.
We've developed a lot of hand signals from bowls.
Malayo pa yung bola niya, no?
As you can see, I'm saying less and less. Thanks for Kelvina who is here. Because I'm a bit tired, right? So, Aini having a rather decent weight here.
See if it curls in, and it's his
And
first
number
shot.
one.
Look at that. What a bowler.
Bola di level, sir. Bawas sikit. Withdraw.
So the Malaysian lead is asking the skip to do the same as what Aini did, to sit on Aini's ball or knock hers out. See if the Malaysian skip is able to deliver. It's looking good, but it hits the front bowl and doesn't change the head.
Aini requiring to do exactly the same with her first bowl. Trying to snatch back the initiative. Near the business end of the match,
Come on.
she's gone
And-
slightly narrow.
Yeah, and hits the front bowl.
The weight is decent.
Yes. The Malaysian skip is deciding what to do, whether to sit it out.
Serena
On
looks a
which
bit
hand?
tired, sitting on the bench now. It's been a long day for her. You see the Malaysians, they are enjoying the game, right? When they're playing, they're enjoying the game. Makes them go strength to strength. And the same for the Philippines team. Bowls is not supposed to give you too much stress.
Yes, it is not supposed to. It's supposed to be, really enjoyable. And I think when you enjoy what you do, you excel at it.
Yeah, exactly.
The Malaysian skip bowling her last ball. See if she's able to execute.
Oh, he looks really good.
Looks good. Takes the jack.
What
Wow.
a bowl. What a bowl.
Now Malaysia's 2 up
What
because
a bowl.
the jack was trailed slightly and Malaysia had a ball behind.
And there are tons of front bowls in front. So that's limiting Aini's option of playing her favorite shot. Angelica just standing at the angle to see whether there's enough space for any sort of aggressive bowls to
What
miss
would
the
you-
front.
What would you decide on if you were the skip
Oh.
in Aini's position?
Our national coach will always say try to go for the second bowl, right? Second
But
shot.
in this case, the second bowl is pretty close. Would you
go
opt
and
for
try
an-
to sit like rest on one of it, at least an attempt, right? You not necessarily need to get the second shot.
Personally, I might want to go a little weighted, just to hit whatever those three, the two
Aini
bowls in the
stands a
jack.
chance,
What do you
know.
think?
Aini stands
Okay,
a chance.
whoa. And she
What
does
a
it!
goal.
Wow, what a bowler!
What a bowl. And look at her, look at her.
Look at
Look
that.
at her. Look at her. That's the fastest I've seen Aini run for the past few days. Aini rolling back the years, Aini.
Okay, Philippines closing the gap.
and 8-all. This type of shots
Nail
deflates
biting.
the opponent, deflates the opponent.
Definitely.
And we got a bit overexcited. Too excited. That sprint made the subsequent jack go a bit faster as well.
Yeah.
So we have our first jack in the ditch, and the Malaysians will look to capitalize on this minor error.
So, Edmund, tell us what's the advantage of having the jack and being able to throw the jack?
So there's many school of thoughts, right? In both Singapore, led by our president and head coach Roger Kimpton, he believes that the way that you swing the jack and where you end up, and the way that you swing the bowls and where you end up, is likely to be not differing by much when it comes to the resting distance. Right. So some people believe in this, some people do not believe in this. Of course, there's a massive weight difference between the jack and the bowl. I don't think there's any right or wrong for that. But at least when you roll the jack, you do get a feel of what the distance is, and if you're able to draw the correlations between the two, you're likely going to have a very good first bowl.
Yes.
So that first bowl, massively important.
Yes. Like what Edmund said, because Angelica did not have the jack in the end because she ditched the jack, her first bowl was about 2 meters heavy, while Malaysia, that threw the jack but went second, had the feel of the jack and the distance. So look at what a beautiful shot they have here. So it's up to Angelica to do some adjustments with regard to the weight. And see if she can sit for the second shot or be the shot. And that is beautiful because she takes the jack. Wow.
Everything is getting a bit louder here. Everything. After Aini's spectacular shot just now, just everybody's way more excited than probably they need to be. And Malaysia.
Look at that. What a close game. Malaysia just takes the jack again.
How many touches are that?
I think
That's the second one.
the second, yes.
Won't be surprised to see a couple more from this end alone. Here it comes. First criteria is to reach.
And the second is to get the line. And looks like she misses narrowly,
Ends up where the tee is.
which is important. Just in case the jack is flying out of the rink, it will be respotted to the tee.
Yep, looks rather consistent there.
And she has the second shot too.
The Malaysian skip looks a bit tentative. It looks like they are sort of building a bigger head for the Philippines team to convert.
And could you
And-
enlighten us, what is convert? What does converting the head mean?
It's English, Calvina.
For our viewers.
So convert means, at least in my definition, if you are down and you manage to play a shot to, and as a result you are up on the head, that's a conversion, right? Of course, there's reduction, there's all sorts of
Other lingo.
other lingos. Aini
Does Aini take the jack?
takes the
Ooh,
jack.
and she takes the jack. It's a toucher.
And 2 up. So my prediction is a total of 4 touches on this end alone. That's 3 now. So 1 more to go. for touches. Malaysians will look to take the jack into the ditch to make it a non-contest for this end. She's gone heavy.
If you were the Philippine team, what would you suggest? Take the jack into the ditch so that
Take it.
because then your ball will be the
Yeah,
shot and there's no other way.
It will be very difficult to beat unless it's a slice,
Yes.
and it's unlikely that the jack will go out of bounds as well, because there's still quite a bit of safety distance between the boundary and the jack.
Aini needs to time her swing perfectly to be able to get the jack into the ditch. Let's see how she does.
Aini is in red hot form. I don't want to curse, put the commentator's curse on her.
Beautiful. And
And
does she end up a little short?
Yeah.
Just a little, but we'll see how. Yeah, we'll see how Malaysia responds.
Still counting. Malaysia still has 2 more balls to go.
And Philippines has 1 more ball, so pressure is on the Malaysian skip. So in such pressure scenarios, the skip or the player who has the mat will usually take a little while longer to think and process the shot before actually bowling. And we see I go the same way as Aini to try to just be close to the jack. And does she end up near?
Yep. Shots.
She does, but
So
she is a little short.
the magic rope method is not working this time round. So it's still the same. We're just trying to sit more comfortably now. Nani had a clap after she bowled.
She's a little pacey right here and ditches the ball.
So pressure bowl here.
Because if Malaysia gets it, then they would be 1 up and basically it would be a 9-8.
It's quite open, right? But there's a matter of the ditch to avoid.
Yes. And I think that adds to the pressure. And considering that it's her last ball, the pressure is on her to convert from a 3 down to a 1 up. We'll see how she holds up under the pressure.
I actually like the weight here.
Looks like it's enough. Is
The
it enough?
Magical rope.
Ooh.
Looks like it's short. So good cut there. Good cut there by the Malaysians. Coach Eddie giving the high fives. Looking very animated. The skip.
Can we have an update of how the boys are doing? And how the other rinks and other games are doing?
Let's take a look. Hong Kong has sort of opened up a gap. 13-9 with 13 ends to go. 13 ends split. So they're playing their final end right now.
So Singapore would need a 4 to draw so that they can go into a
Yes.
tie break.
Yes.
We'll see how they're
They have
doing.
1 on the head right now.
Yeah.
Isaac, is it 1 or 2? Looks like 2 balls.
Looks like 2 balls. So the skip would just need to pack the head. But then again, they don't have a back bowl, so there might be a little danger here.
At this point, with 4-point gap.
It's important to just pack.
Yeah. I mean, with back bowls, no back bowls.
Yeah, like it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there goes the back bowls. Hariman.
Put one there. That's
Put
good.
one
That's
behind.
really strategic.
Hariman still have 2 bowls to go.
We'll see how he holds up under the pressure.
Yeah. Quinton bowling his second bowl.
Right here, Angelica has a really nice first ball. See if she can do the same.
And
She falls a little bit short.
a bit short.
Now we'll see if Malaysia can beat this, because Malaysia's first ball was rather short, so the correction is super important. Just misses Angelica's ball. So Philippines is holding 1 currently.
Hariman has accidentally promoted one of, or rather, the Hong Kong bowl was in his way, and it looks like they're holding 2. Remember, they do need 4, and the option to get 4 seems rather limited. Depends on what the Hong Kong skip does.
Yeah, and eventually Harriman has the last ball, so we can see his options. Let's see if Farah is able to draw for first shot, which would take the pressure off the skip. And it looks like she's able to do it.
Rather good. Needs the ball to fall desperately.
Looks like a close measure.
Malaysia.
Looks like it's 1 ball to Malaysia.
Quinton has played all his bowls. Hariman has 1 bowl left.
It's a pressure shot.
2 shots up on the head.
Do you think he's able to?
Drawing
Yeah.
1 in
Is
will
insufficient.
make him a losing finalist.
Let's see how
So-
Aini does. Passes the front ball just a bit. I think it's under, in these scenarios where you need 4 to draw and 5 to win. It is
You've got to be
definitely
behind, right?
Yes, you do. You have to have the weight. It was similar
So-
for my game just now, where we were 1 down, and we were holding 3, so we needed to have the weight to make the difference. We'll see how this skip does. And she falls pretty short.
Di, okay na yung weight ko. Sumabit lang yan, oh.
A bit of a team, like I said earlier. Aini could be looking to promote
Any of the 2
Yeah,
balls in
any-
front, because both are hers.
any of her fumbles. She
She needs
doesn't
to
look like she has enough weight.
pass. Yeah, just dropped a little.
Alright, we will turn our attention to the boys singles because boys pairs, sorry, because
Harriman is bowling his last ball.
yeah, Hariman is playing his last bowl in a with a very remote chance of getting 4.
We'll see how he executes this.
He needs to go somehow promote his front bowls. His bowls follow through enough. Maybe having a help of opponent's bowls to stop the stray bowl. So that's what he
Okay.
did.
And let's see
He's
what he
gone
does.
heavy.
He misses.
And
And Singapore
Hong
gets
Kong
2 points.
under 25 team
Is the
are the-
boys champion.
yes, are the official champion. Gold medal for Hong Kong, silver medal for Singapore.
And a joint third for Singapore B and Malaysia.
Yes.
Congratulations to the finalists.
Don't forget, we still have the sets discipline to go.
Yeah, so that will be featuring on Thursday, Friday, and the finals will be played on Saturday. So stay
Yes.
tuned.
Correct. So the Hong Kong boys looks happy enough. They are discussing lots of hand signals here and there.
Coaches must be really happy too. You know, it's a team game. Everyone's happy when you get a goal.
Yes. And sometimes it hurts the most when it's silver.
Yes, because you're so close.
Yet so far.
Yeah. Okay, pressure's building for Team Philippines.
One for Malaysia.
There's one from Malaysia. Yeah, so now the score is 9-all on the 13th end.
end.
So this is kind of like a tie break in a way.
I mean, why do we need to play the earlier ends? We could have just played one end and decide everything.
And I guess games that have 14, 18 ends, they're usually a test of, your endurance,
Yeah.
especially under the heat. And, it's the mental, having to pull through 13 ends before reaching something that's like so decisive.
Some motivational talks between the Malaysian pair.
Yeah, and so important, for the skip and lead to, encourage each other throughout because there's no one else.
And there's no fault. With regards to the results, whichever way that it went, there's no fault to any of the players because they have a common understanding that both are sort of doing their best, right? Nobody wants to lose.
Definitely.
So it's just about how you keep your hand from shivering in a sudden death situation.
Yeah. And my coach tells me that nobody bowls a bad ball on purpose. So it's so important, for each for each player to encourage them. I think in bowls, especially under a pressure scenario, so important to have the confidence to reach and also to deliver on whatever length or distance or line that one picks.
So often we hear people after a loss evaluate and say that I didn't play well, I let my team down, but that's in a good team dynamics, that's never the sentiments, right?
Yes,
it's
it's
never
you win as a team, you lose as a team.
Correct.
Yeah. So Malaysia just bowled their first ball. It was a beautiful line, but it was one mat longer, heavier than the jack. We'll see how Philippines does. So at this point, it is a battle between the leads.
I need like this.
Yeah.
Just need to swing
And
a
Philippines
bit more
sets
to
for first shot.
To ensure that the head, that opportunity to sit on the first shot is not there. Look at that. Look at that. He's
Look
checking.
at that. Look at that.
He's checking.
The invisible rope.
What a
Works.
ball.
What a ball.
What a
Malaysia is holding one shot right now. The skip is requesting for her to play the other hand.
changing hands.
It's
Always
usually
a risk.
advisable. Yeah, but it's advisable to change on your second, not your last, so that you have room for adjustment. We'll see how she does because throughout this game she has been playing for both hands, so it's not like she's foreign to the backhand. And it curls nicely,
A bit braided
just a little behind.
and less than 1 mat. It's a rather decent bowl. Eddie giving some advice from the sidelines. don't see Eddie being all relaxed right now on the bench. When it's 9-9.
And
with
the
last
championship
game
is
to go.
at stake.
Yes.
The title of the winner of the women's pairs category at stake. So she went a little narrow and a little short.
She's disappointed with herself. That's the last bowl she's played for this particular discipline.
And now
There's no
Angelica,
chance of a draw
no chance.
or zero, like
Yeah.
near 0%, 0.001% of a draw.
We'll see what Angelica does. So Aini is asking her to go inside of Farah's short
swing
ball.
across.
Swings across, just misses that ball.
Looks like there's some discussion between the ITO and Coach Eddie. I'm not very sure. It's I guess it's important not to affect the players.
Okay, Aini is walking back to the mat. Both skips
Invisible
are walking
rope
back.
or invisible wave in this case.
Yeah, as if summoning the wind to blow just a little bit. Okay.
A dynamic player she is.
Yes. Malaysian skip. Looking very focused on the mat. Will she deliver? She went pretty wide. Misses.
No. Aini.
Let's see if she's able to take the jack.
Oh.
Ooh. Just by a whisker.
The championship.
Okay, we see if Norzam Ziza is able to deliver. She puts a shot at the back to protect the, just in case the jack flies there. It's a very strategic shot. Championships on the line. Let's see how Aini does. Will she be able to take the jack as she intended to in her first ball?
Aini has gone wide.
She's gone wider and heavier.
And
So it
with
has
the last
ditched.
bullet at hand.
Both skips are walking up to the head to see what
The
shots they can do.
championship is for Malaysia to lose right now. I think Aini
A
is
very
not going to
critical
change her
moment.
way of bowling. She's unlikely to change to a draw shot because she's already sort of gotten used to playing that sort of weight.
Yeah. It's a little hard to change,
Yeah.
especially on
And
your last
likely
ball,
if you
pressure
change it
shot.
to a draw, you will end up long.
Being short or long,
Yeah.
just not at the hit, just missing by quite a bit.
So I was just speaking to Aini before today. They just managed to progress into the knockout stages by the skin of the teeth by beating SCC, and yesterday they were already planning their shopping trips around Singapore. So, but the situation is now they are in the finals.
Malaysian skip taps the jack to Philippines. And I don't think Philippines last shot.
Yes.
I think these mistakes do happen, especially when you
Yes.
need to take the risk. It's inevitable
It's-
for the skips to
It's
promote.
very, very unlucky by the Malaysian
How
team.
unfortunate, yeah.
I have no words. The Filipino team giving the...
Well, there you have it, everyone. Philippines as your women's pairs and category champion. Congratulations. Congratulations to Malaysia. It was a very close game too. For the girls under 25, Malaysia, Nurul Alia Fitra and Ain were playing against New Zealand. Blair and Olivia, they're 4-5, 4 points to Malaysia, 5 points to New Zealand at 6 ends. A very close game indeed.
I still can't believe the conclusion of the match.
Yeah.
I still can't believe it. It's really heartbreaking for the Malaysians.
Especially when it was so close.
Yeah.
The jack could have gone the other way and they would have gone the jack.
Yes, and of course, I must say there's some drama of the field as well. So we will find out more about that at a later stage.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, I mean that's how the game is decided.
thank you for joining us live on the green today.
Yes, we do have the girls under 25 finals going on. Malaysia versus New Zealand. As well as how's the men's competition going?
Okay, looks
Elmer
like
has beaten Jason and Lyndon from Hong Kong
17-4.
So they didn't have to play the last end.
What a big... Wow, what a big...
Filipinos clean sweep.
Congratulations.
And just 12 hours or 24 hours ago, they were planning their shopping trip. The two ladies. So, well done to the Filipino team. Shout out to Ronaldin, who helped bring the 4 Filipinos here into Singapore. Initially for 50% shopping, 50% playing bowls, but looks like they're 100%
Playing bowls.
bowls.
Yeah.
All right, just less opportunity to help the Singapore economy. It is what it is. Congratulations to Aini and Angelica.
Yeah.
So adding on to the silverware champions. Maybe if we can get Aini
And Angelica to come and share
Angelica
how they
come.
feel.
The Malaysian skip looks devastated. Slightly inconsolable right now. Looking, and I feel for her because
Okay.
she's played
Yeah.
almost a
terrific
perfect
bowl.
competition so far, like perfect tournament.
Right now we have the champions of the ladies category to come and have a little interview. We invite
Aini Knight.
Aini Knight and
Angelica.
Angelica Abatayo to come and share how they feel. So
Well
congratulations, Team
done, well
Philippines, for
done.
your gold.
Right.
So how do you feel? How do you think you played?
Come. Don't be shy, huh? Don't be shy. So Aini. Yes. 24 hours ago, you were planning a shopping trip, right?
That's right.
Yeah. And here
And
you are, Lion City Cup
Champion. Congratulations.
champion.
Thank you. We didn't really expect it. The first day we played awful. The second day better, and today, the finals with Malaysia. It was really good game all the way from the beginning to the
Yeah,
end.
you gave them a really tough fight too.
Yes, the last end. I don't really know what to feel. Do we deserve that gold, or it's for them or for us? But it's very bad luck for the girls. I feel sorry for the skip, and that was unlucky. And I thank you very much for Singapore Bulls for organizing this. This is really, really great tournament. We love the surface and it's running well. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Angelica, do you have anything to say? How do you feel? And yeah.
Mixed because it's not because
Sorry, Angelica, she's shy. Come on. She played amazing, by the way.
Yeah, she
She
did.
was smashing good all the way from
Yes.
yesterday to today.
Yeah.
So she is a rising star of the Philippines.
Definitely.
Don't forget that. So
Of
she's a junior
course.
champion as well on last
Yeah.
few months in Pattaya in Thailand.
Yes,
so
she won the under 25
more
girls.
exposure, the better. And
exactly.
you'll see her also in Hong Kong this coming year for the World Indoor
Ooh,
Bowls.
Beautiful.
So that's it. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. We're just looking at the screen right now and look at the height difference, right, between the two commentators. It's incredible. It's really incredible. The height difference. Maybe the.
Okay, stay tuned. We would probably have another set of interviews.
Or maybe not. Maybe not. I
Maybe
think that's it. We will.
Okay, Hong Kong
we
has
will
left.
conclude the live stream for the first discipline. There's still a match that's been played over at Kallang. So you guys can catch up during the in the live stream, the Google Sheet live stream that the live score. Sorry, live score that has
At
been
11
going
ends
on.
right now. Malaysia's up 11-9 against New Zealand. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
joining us on today's live stream of the finals. It has
Thanks.
been an honor being your hosts for today.
Thanks, Kavina. And
Thank you to
that's it.
everyone online for joining us. See you.
Bye.